Hey everyone, Kaylee here. So my hair is blonder. What? I have been planning to go blonder for like spring and summer since the beginning of winter. I've been wanting this like forever. For months, I guess. But anyway, I'm excited about it. If you guys want to know like what I ask for and all that kind of stuff, I actually have a lot of changes to tell you about. Some like major ones for me, and then some major ones for the channel. I'm going to be changing my schedule on the channel and the changes to my hair. I'm going to talk about that all tomorrow in a different video so I don't take up all of this video talking about it. So yeah, you guys can come back and check that out tomorrow if you're curious. And now let's move on to the actual content of this video, which is my April favorites. Okay, so let's talk about this one because he was pretty obviously just chilling right there. This is one of my favorite curling irons that I own. I wanted to tell you guys about it because I've been using it a lot in my videos recently, and I just wanted to tell you guys that I love it basically. It comes with 3 different attachments. So this is the 1-inch attachment, and then they have a 3/4 inch, and I think this is like a 1 1/4 inch attachment. And this is perfect because you can really do basically everything with this. Like, there are other attachments out there that are kind of nuanced. You know, they might be like larger at one end than the other. They might have little bubbles throughout, you know, whatever. And that stuff is definitely fun to play with, but this is your basics. Like, this will get you just about any look you're going for. So I've actually really been loving it, specifically the 1-inch attachment. It's what I've been using. It's what I use for my hair today, and I really like it. But the thing that really sets this one apart is that you can determine the heat that this goes to, because most clipless curling irons don't let you kind of choose the heat of your curling iron, and I think that's really important because not all hair needs to be heated up to the exact same temperature, because, you know, thick hair can really go a lot hotter, whereas like thin hair is much more fragile, or I'm sorry, fine hair, which I have, is much more fragile, and so I have to go on a lower temperature. So I like this one because I can adjust it to a lower temperature for me so that it's better for my hair. But I can also, you know, take it in the salon and warm it up as much as I need to for whatever client I have. And I haven't seen very many curling irons that do that. So I wanted to tell you guys about it, especially because I haven't been talking about my favorite curling irons for like a year now. I needed to go ahead and talk about it. So this has been my favorite, especially this month, but just in general, I really, really like this one. Okay, for makeup, I have been on a quest to simplify my makeup, especially like my foundation and concealer routine. I just want to embrace like my skin, and I want to embrace my natural features and just kind of like celebrate that a little bit more than just throwing lots and lots of foundation over it. So I've been using 2 things for that. The first of them is the Better Than BB Big Easy Multi-Balancing Complexion Perfector thing by Benefit. It's like the longest name ever. That's so weird. But anyway, it's basically a tinted moisturizer that's a liquid to powder finish with light to medium coverage. And I didn't really know if I would like it because liquid to powder finishes are usually a little cakey. They're usually not very natural looking, definitely not great for when you just want to throw makeup on and go. But this one is. This one's really great. It's like, it's not cakey, it's really natural looking, and it actually does a lot of good things with kind of the powder finish to it, because the powder actually helps to absorb oil throughout the day, and then it helps to kind of balance out any pores and fine lines you might have. So it's actually really useful. And then it also has moisturizers in it, so when you put it on, it moisturizes your skin, and then throughout the day it can absorb any oil that your skin produces. It's just nice. It also has an SPF of 35, which is helpful, especially in the summertime. Overall, what I really like about this is that it has that nice light amount of coverage. I would say it's right between light and medium coverage, and it does do just enough to just balance everything out to cover any blotchiness or redness that you might have. And then it gives you that nice finish to your skin. For me, I get about 4 hours of wear out of it when I wear it on its own, and then when I wear it with a powder, I can get about 8 hours of wear out of it, because the powder helps to absorb more oil, and if I'm touching my face, it's the powder that comes off of my face first and not the product. So the powder just kind of helps to protect things. But in general, it's really great. If you're looking for something that's really easy to throw on and very lightweight, this is definitely a good option. And then this one is like, I'm the, you know, whatever, the last YouTuber to start using this stuff. It's the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Under Eye Concealer. It's very lightweight, so you can just throw it on very easily, and it doesn't look like a whole lot of makeup on. It covers very well. They have a pretty good shade range. The only negative, and everybody thinks it's a negative, is this little sponge up here. Like, why? Just why? I think actually it's actually good for diffusing the product and getting a light application on, but I just don't like having the sponge there because like makeup is just sitting in there, and I'm sure like bacteria is just growing, and that just, it bothers me a little bit. I've heard that people say that you can just cut the little sponge off, and I'm a little nervous to do that, so I think I'm going to use it up almost all the way and then do it just to see. But that's my only negative about it. It does crease a little bit as well if you over apply it, so if you put too much on or if you don't powder quickly enough. But as long as I get the powder on pretty quickly and I don't use too much, it works really well. So I'm a big fan of this one as well. Then for a nail favorite, I have the Julep Freedom Polymer Top Coat. Now, I have not always been a top coat girl. I have used them because I know that they're supposed to like help your nail polish last longer and everything, but I never loved them. And then I found this one, and it's so different from anything else I've ever used because it's really thick, not in like a gross way, and not like your nails are going to look like this big or anything, but it just makes your nail polish look very substantive. It looks almost like a gel nail polish when you put it on, which is really cool. It adds so much shine. Like even nail polishes that I have that I consider shiny, I put this on and I'm like, dude, like it looks so professional. I've also noticed that if I have like any kind of little imperfections on my nails, like little tiny streaks or unevenness in the nail polish application, this helps to even everything out. And then it dries really quickly, I think a little bit faster than anything else I own in the nail polish department. And it stays on really, really well. I'm almost out of it now, and so I've already ordered another one. That's how much I love this. So I completely recommend it. I love Julep's nail polish. I know there's like some people love them, some people don't. I really love them, and I think this is an amazing top coat. So if you're in the market for a new top coat, consider this one because it's really, really great. The last favorite is an app, and it's actually to help you focus a little bit more. It's kind of to help with focus and time management. I love this thing, like I can't tell you enough. It's based on the Pomodoro method, which is basically this kind of idea that you spend 25 minutes focusing on whatever it is you have to focus on, and then for 5 minutes you take a break, and then you come back and you work for 25 minutes, and then you take a break for 5 minutes, and you do 4 rounds of 25-minute focus sessions, and then you get a 15-minute break. And you know, you do as many of those as you need to get your work done basically. And it's really, really, really helped me. For me, you know, I'm not in school anymore, I'm not studying anymore, although this really would have helped me back in my school days. But it really helps me when I'm editing because I have days where I have to edit for 8 to 10 hours in a row, and towards the end of the day, it's like I want to punch through my computer or just like throw the computer out the window, something crazy like that. And like, I'm pretty sure you guys have been there with school before. I've definitely been there with school before where you just want to like throw the textbook out the window and run away. It happens to all of us. But I like this one because it makes me kind of pace myself at the beginning of the day. That way, towards the end of the day, I don't end up with like serious burnout. And I also found that it helps me to really focus my breaks so that I don't end up taking breaks that are way too long. Because we've probably all been there too, where you're like, you take a break and you just jump on YouTube for just 5 minutes, and then you end up on YouTube for like 2 hours, or Tumblr or Facebook or whatever your vice is, and you know, 2 hours later you look up and you're like, whoa, wait, where did that time go? This helps me because it's like 5 minutes, so I can do whatever I need for 5 minutes. I like the app because you just click start, like you select how long you want to go, and then you just click start and it just does the timer for you, which is really helpful, but you could even do it with the kitchen timer. And it's super, super helpful. So if you're a YouTuber, I totally recommend it because it keeps you from having that like meltdown at the end of the day. And then especially studying, it can help you to really focus, like, okay, I'm going to write 1 more paragraph in this 25 minutes, or okay, I'm going to finish, I don't know, 25 pages in 25 minutes, depending on how fast you read. And that's really, really helpful, and it helps you to focus, because then you get that done and you're like, okay, cool, I accomplished it, now I get a break. And it's just really kind of revolutionized the way I get things done. So I totally recommend it to you guys. Check it out if you need some help with the focus department. Okay, that's it. So a little bit random this month, but I think all the stuff that I had to talk about was super cool. I really enjoyed all of it, and I hope this gave you guys some ideas for things that you might want to try out. If you had a particular favorite this month, tell me about it in the comments. I would love to hear about it. And that's it. I will see you guys tomorrow in my next video. Mwah! Bye!